How's it going, everyone? My name is Jojo and welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a yellow inventory. This is requested from my brother actually, because he has some yellow skins and he wants to build a yellow inventory. So let's just get straight into it. So starting off, we have the gloves. So I'm going to go with Sports Gloves Omega. These are super nice, believe it or not. These are in Battle Scarred. So yeah, these are really good. These are going to set you back around $234 in Battle Scarred, but if that's a little bit, out of the budget, then we have Driver Gloves Overtake, and in Field Tested, these are around $110, so less than half, which is a pretty big difference, and I think you actually get a little bit more yellow on these too. Obviously try and grab as low float as humanly possible because the knuckles can get quite scratched up in Field Tested for driver gloves, but overall, yeah, a very nice pair of gloves. And if you're a fan of fingerless gloves, we have the Broken Fang Gloves Yellow branded. Again, in Field Tested, these are going to cost you around $88, not too shabby at all. Again, very yellow, more gold compared to normal the other gloves, which does go really well with the theming. So yeah, that's another super cool pair of gloves. So getting straight into the knife, we have basically any tiger tooth. These can range anywhere from $150 up to $2,000, so it depends on the knife. I've gone from a huntsman knife here because it's just a really good knife to display skins on, and the tiger tooth huntsman knife looks amazing. So yeah, that's your first knife option. And for your second knife option, you have pretty much any lore. So again, this goes from anywhere from $120 to $4,000. The one I have in my hands is a butterfly knife, obviously. This is way on the higher end of the spectrum, but you can get a relatively cheap knife for pretty inexpensive sums of money. So that is the knife and gloves that we're going with today. Up next, we have the Zeus, and we're going with the Charged Up in Field Tested. This is $3.60. Bear in mind, this is a new skin, so prices will fluctuate drastically on this. In a few months' time, this might be way less in money, or it might have gone up in price. So, bear with me on that. But yeah, this is the Zeus that we're going with. It's pretty much the only yellow Zeus in the game. Up next, we've got the USP, and we're going with the Torque. In Factory New, this is $1.50. Now, the reason I've gone with Factory New is because, and you'll know this with a few skins on this list, in Field Tested and Minimal Wear, it's just a little bit beaten up, so you might as well just go with Factory New for some of these, or Minimal Wear with a good float. But yeah, so $1.50 in Factory New, and this is just your bog standard, really good yellow and white USP. Can't go wrong with it. And for the Glock, we're going with the Bullet Queen. This is just pretty much your bog standard, got a yellow Glock, like pretty much everyone uses this in these videos. Really good, really nice. In Field Tested, it's $5, so it's cheap as well. I will be trying to keep everything to a, like a normal. And on top of that, I'm also going to be trying to build as much of an inventory as I can, but there are quite a lot of skins that don't have, yellow skins. Sorry, it's quite a lot of guns that don't have yellow skins for them, so just bear that in mind as I'm going through this. As you see some weird guns coming on, I'm trying to build an inventory with it, but I am working with what we've got. Anyway, the PC-50 is up next, and in Field Tested, we've got the Wing Shot. And this is going to come in at around $1.30. You could go for Battle Scarred. Now, the reason I say this is because the higher the wear is, you see these tiny little yellow spots that get on the actual skin itself, they increase. So if you go for a Battle Scarred one, it's covered in yellow spots. I've gone with a Field Tested one because the skin still looks really nice. It's also really shiny, and I think they added the glitter effect to it, which is super cool. So yeah, that's the PC-50 we're going with. Up next is the R8, and we're going with the Banana Cannon in Minimal Wear. This is going to cost around 70 cents. Pretty nice skin, very shiny, very yellow. This is the R8. And for the 5.7, we've got the classic Monkey Business in Field Tested. This is going to set you back $2.80. A nice yellow and blue skin for the 5.7, a super cool matte finish. Try and get a low float if you can, because it can get a little bit scratched up, particularly towards the bottom. But Field Tested should be fine. For the Tech 9, we've got the Fuel Injector and Field Tested. This is going to cost around $4. Super clean skin, and it might be similar to another skin that's later on in the list. I wonder what that could be. So we're moving on to the mid tier because there's not many yellow skins left for pistols. There's a couple, but some are extremely expensive, so I didn't bother adding them. We've gone with the Mac 10 Stalker, and oh my god, look how sick this is in CS2. This skin used to be like terrible in CSGO, but wow, what a glow up this has had. Could you believe it if I told you this was field tested? I bet you couldn't. This is going to set you back only $12, and honestly that is a steal. This is one of the coolest looking skins in CS2 in my opinion. It has had such a glow up. There's so much going on with it, and it works so well with Tiger Tooth knives. I say that as I bloody pull out a a law, but you know what I mean. Someone in the in-game chat just did the exact combo I was talking about. Tiger Tooth and Dry Gloves Overtake. It's a classic. Anyway, for the MP7 we've got the Nemesis. Grab this in minimal wear because in field tested it is beat up as hell. It's going to set you about $6, but it looks super cool. I've always really liked this skin. Very nice MP7 skin indeed. The Negev is up next, and we've just gone with a simple skin. Grab the Bulkhead in factory new. Should be more than fine. You're probably rarely going to use this gun anyway, but it's still yellow and fits the theme. This is only going to cost you 12 cents. Rounding up the mid tier, we have the XM Tech Glue Burner. Again, we don't have like a skin for every slot because unfortunately there just isn't a lot of skins that are yellow in the game. It's, you know, it's on the rise, so Valve are starting to add a bit more in, but you know, compared to green, blue and red, yellow is one that isn't loved on as much where Valve is concerned. Anyway, grab the Tech Glue Burner in factory new if you can, because the higher the float, the more orange it gets. The lower the float, the more yellow it is. So we're going for a yellow infantry, so factory new works better. This is going to cost you $2, so you know, it's not breaking the bank that much. I'd like to make a little disclaimer that these next few skins are going to be quite expensive, so expect high prices. Again, unfortunately we are really limited to what we have for yellow skins, so just bear with me. But for the AK, we have the fuel injector. Again, this has had such a glow up in CS2. I really liked it in CSGO, but oh my god, this is one of the best looking AKs in the game, I will be honest. So in field tested, this is going to cost you around $195, so certainly not cheap. But what you give is what you get. I mean, look at it. Speaking of what you give is what you get, we've got the M4A1S Golden Coil, and again, wow, what a pretty skin. Again, looked good in Go, but looks so much better in CS2. In field tested, the Golden Coil is going to cost you around $54, so again, not cheap at all, but if you settle for like Battle Scarred, you could save quite a lot of money, but I just think field tested looks a little bit better. You might as well fork out the extra money just to buy it. But yeah, that's the M4A1S. For the M4A4, we're going with the Buzzkill. Again, like super nice skin, very yellow, really similar to the fuel injector in my opinion, but this is only going to cost you around $10 in field tested, which for a red M4 skin is really good value, I've got to be honest. FAMAS Commemoration is up next in field tested. This is only $8, which again for a red quality skin is just crazy. Like, some coverts are so cheap, I just don't really understand it if I'm being honest, but look at it, it is so nice, and with the recent FAMAS buff we're probably going to be using it a lot more, so yeah, definitely grab this one if you can, it's super good. We've got the Torque again for the AUG, so, you know, just like the USP, but unfortunately this is another skin that really does get beaten up with wear, so you're going to need to grab it in minimal wear at like the minimum. I would suggest factory new, but minimal wear is quite a lot cheaper. This is only going to set you back $8, which, you know, for a skin this old and that looks this good, really isn't that bad at all. Try and get as low float as possible, or as I said, try and grab one in factory new, because it just will look so much cleaner. Okay, so we've got the SG553 or the Krieg, for my OGs out there. We're going to go with the Colony 4. Now, unfortunately, this is another one that really does suffer from wear, so we're going to have to grab it in minimal wear, in my opinion, which is double the price of field tested. So minimal wear, this is going to be $14. If you don't mind the scratches, field tested is only $7, so bear that in mind, but I think it just looks so much better in minimal wear. Up next, we've got the G3SG1, and we're going with the Stinger. It's not very yellow, but I think the yellow accents pop like quite a lot. It's still pretty shiny and nice as well, so it's very sleek looking, and at only 60 cents in minimal wear, you can't really complain with the price as well. So a pretty decent skin for a gun you're probably never going to use. And last but certainly not least, we have the AWP. We're going to go with the Manowar, and in minimal wear, it's just going to set you back $38. Now, you can only get this in minimal wear and field tested, and the price difference is about $1, so you might as well just get it in minimal wear and try and get as low float as possible. But wow, look at this skin. You're getting the best of both worlds here. You're getting a really nice gold skin with like the royal blue shiny like base as well to it. Just a super clean skin, and it looks great with these gloves, I've got to admit. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I think I might pick a couple of skins out just real quick, just to fill in some more slots, so bear with me. Yeah, just to round off, we've got 2 more skins. We've got the MP9 Bulldozer. I decided to add one last minute because the MP9 is such a highly used skin, and this still looks really good in CS2. Despite its price, this is going to set you back around $90, so it's not cheap at all, but it is like the quintessential yellow skin, so I've got to add it in. And last but not least, we have the UMP Caramel. Again, like a super clean and simple looking skin, but it's got plenty of yellow on it, and I just thought it pads out the list a little bit more. It gives you a few more options for your inventory, so you've got pretty much a full loadout now. In minimal wear, this will cost you around $10. So that's going to be everything today, guys. I'm not going to bother adding some agents because there isn't many yellow agents in the game. So yeah, bear that in mind. But I would suggest getting Daryl, you know, one of the Daryl skins with like a gold watch, just because it adds to the aesthetic a little bit more and the theming a little bit more. But other than that, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any changes, feel free to add them in the comments too. Someone might see your comment and might pick up the skin you've suggested. Thanks for all of the support, guys. I love you lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.